fine.
That's fine. So you basically have caught up to me. I'm so annoyed.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I
We're
past you.
1, 2,
No,
3.
we are.
We're literally on the same fucking row.
Damn it.
Aren't we?
I think so.
I think you're
5.
1 row behind me. I know, I have 5 too,
1,
but
2,
I'm
3,
doing
4,
the 2.
5. You're doing... You're on the row. No, you're not.
Okay, so let me explain what happened at Knit Night last week. By the way, this is Sibling Energy.
Sibling Energy, welcome to Sibling Energy. The only thing sibling about us is the energy.
We're not related.
We're not related.
We're not related.
We've
I'm
been
Mckenzie.
asked again, I'm Tim, with a different last name than Mckenzie, even.
I mean, that doesn't mean...
No, it doesn't.
That's
You're
actually
right.
not proof, but...
No. With a different social security number than Mckenzie.
Like all the ways that we're not proving that we're not
Like,
related.
yeah, well...
I was born in California. Tim
I
was born in New
in
York.
New York.
Our social security numbers are different. That's everyone's like, that doesn't
Like,
prove you're not
yeah,
related.
that could be your sibling, for sure.
But I'm an oldest and I was born in 92.
And I am a youngest, and I was born in 2002.
You're so...
I was born in 1983.
You're such a troll.
So, I remember Gem and the Holograms, is what I mean by that.
What's that?
Oh my gosh, you're a liar. Hey, Synergy, I have a question for you.
Oh my god. Okay, so at Knit Night the other night, because famously Tim and I host Starlight Knitting Society's Knit Night every Wednesday from 6 to 8. If you're in the Portland area, you should come by. But Tim pulled out his sheet camp, which, to be fair, in a week he's gotten very far. But famously last Wednesday, he had 2 rows of the color work, okay? And someone was like, oh, Tim, let me see your sheep camp. And he pulls it out and the entire group was like, oh my god, that's so nice. Look at how good it looks, Tim. And I was like...
oh my god, thank you. And Mckenzie goes, everyone's oohing and awing over his 2 inches of sheep camp.
And I had
holds it up
this... I was like, not that mine doesn't look perfect or anything. It's cool. Don't comment on mine. Give him all the praise. And he goes like this to me, to swat at me for being a pill, and fully knocks 10 stitches off of my needles. And the crowd was like, oh.
They went,
oh. There was a collective,
week?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
And there was a collective and I was like, and Susan goes, that was youngest. That was youngest behavior.
And it was. And I laughed
was.
and said, sorry. And then it became, he took all of my stitches off my needles, and all of my stitches unwound, and now I have to make the whole sweater all over again.
You're such a troll.
No, but I collect them. Well, I did when I was a kid.
So this episode's going to be a little different because we have been fielding questions. It's like a Q&A.
Q and A.
Q&A.
Q and A.
Q&A.
But also Q and A. That's another way of saying it.
And first and foremost, this is something we've been wanting to do and we thought we'd start. We went through our stashes, which famously we both have very small stashes because we're very virtuous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we picked out a skein that represents oldest energy, a skein that represents youngest energy, and middle and only. And we're going to reveal those to each other and you.
It's a reveal.
It's a reveal.
It's a reveal.
How do we want to do it?
Right now.
I know, but how, should we both pull out our oldest?
Yeah, we go 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Boom. Aw.
Okay.
Is that Cormo? That's Cormo.
It's not Cormo. It's Olan.
Oh.
But you know why I chose this as oldest?
Why?
Because she's been used. She's been used in a project. She's bumping around. She's tired.
She's
okay?
tired. She's looking to be, can you just finish me off?
She's like, I am carrying the weight of the whole family on my shoulders.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, I need a skein that's already wound and already been used in something.
Yeah.
And so that's her.
That.
She's beautiful.
She is.
She's a workhorse.
What would you call that color? I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Like fuchsia? I don't remember what the color name was.
It's like orchid. It is fuchsia. Anyway.
It's sort of a color that I don't... It's like, I wouldn't choose this as my favorite color.
Sure.
And when I have made stuff in it, I'm like, this really compliments me and compliments a lot of my other favorite colors.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
That is a happy skein. I like that.
Yeah.
This is... Just go ahead and feel that for
me. Is it Mad Tosh?
Oh!
That is not merino,
like
is what
Shetland
that is.
Mixed with mohair, or like, it's such a pretty color.
I thought that was like superwash merino singles. It is like...
It's really intense.
It is a farm yarn.
And that's where I got it at the farmer's market. I got it at the Montevilla farmer's market. And it was this like, I don't know what they sold, like beef or something. But they also had these like
yarn
dyed skeins without tags or anything.
These would make excellent mittens.
Yeah.
Thrummed mittens.
Yes.
Deep backcountry snow shoveling mittens.
Yeah.
That's
that
what
I will never use again, right, Portland? Yeah.
These actually kind of...
That's kind of beautiful.
Together.
Now, here's the deal. This is single ply.
Yes.
Which, not really a fan of. But I also think it's oldest because it's workhorse.
Uh-huh.
It was born first, and so all the other ones are a little bit softer. They had tough.
Well.
But also beautiful. Like, look at that tonal. Look at that gorgeous
Like, it's
tonal.
a single, and it's rough.
Yeah.
So, like, you would use it for a workhorse, but, like, it's always on the verge of a hole.
Of a hole. That's right. It's like complete breakdown is right around the corner. Or like
just
if you make
around
the mittens.
The riverbed.
Just around the riverbed.
Oh boy.
That is the oldest. These are pretty together.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
are pretty together. Okay, so are we doing youngest next or middle next?
I think we go middle.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! Why do they look so good together? Okay, so this is Debbie Bliss Cashmere Astrakhan. This is like deep cut. Deep cut.
Did you buy this in 2005?
I bought this in 2000 and never. I don't even know when. I don't know. But I have like 10 balls of this, girl.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. I found it at some sale somewhere and I was like, this is great texture and I would love to.
What is microfiber?
Right. So she's middle because she's balancing everything. I think it's like, I'm a little bit crazy in boucle, but I'm also really soft, and I'm also a workhorse, and I have never knit with it. I have tried knitting with it.
Yeah.
And it's a very specific project, right? But also, Deborah Bliss.
Yeah, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage,
this is another
Deborah
one.
Bliss.
This is another one that kind of gives me Lizzie McGuire vibes.
It is.
Like you would have it in a this this sleeve length cardigan.
Yeah.
Like Lizzie McGuire's mom would wear that outfit. Can you see it with the capris? With the capris. Okay, I chose
Elizabeth McGuire.
So this happens to be Explore Knits and Fibers DK. But
God, that's pretty.
What I really want to have as middle is a superwash DK.
Yeah.
I've already used her in a project.
That's really pretty.
It's a great color.
274.
And, you know, it's like kind of underappreciated.
Yeah. I think
skip
that's
over her even though she's a good option.
And she's true DK? Or is she sport, heavy sport?
274 for 100 grams? That's DK.
It's DK.
It's a little light.
Yeah.
She's tightly plied. It's also like 3 2-plies plied together, so she's very round.
Yeah. So good stitch definition.
Yeah. That's my pick.
Where's Explorer Knits?
I think Colorado.
Yeah?
I did not buy this. I traded it with someone on Ravelry.
It's really pretty.
So, look at
the color palette happening. We got a little texture. We got a little fire and zest.
Youngest next.
Youngest next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Ready?
7, and 8. Tell me she isn't youngest.
She's youngest.
Wow.
I kind of cheated a little bit and I picked
Uh-huh.
multiple because I was like, youngest is a fun sock yarn.
Okay. I'll take that.
You're like, all right, like.
Yeah. Everybody
So,
makes me socks.
Both of these are a pain in the ass to dye. They are hand dyed. This is
Nomadic.
This is a self-striping.
That's pretty though.
And this one is a fade. And are those not youngest behavior? Like, so annoying. Very expensive.
It really is. It really is. This Shirley Bryan, I think it's Shirley Bryan yarn. SBY. That logo, go ahead and zoom in on that. We'll put it right here. SBY from Ontario, Ottawa, I think. Love them. Hi. We were next to you at a booth in Vancouver, I think. Or no, across. Hi. Never. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised she's the youngest. Look at this though. There's like.
Is it specifically that skein?
I think
like
it's
that skein is youngest.
I
Or
think
like
so because it's
just
like.
dream stain.
Well, we did say that all spin cycle is youngest energy because every skein is different.
No, we said they were only.
Or maybe their own. Well, I think they're youngest. Maybe I'm lying.
Maybe dyed in the wool. I don't know.
It's just really freaking pretty, and I love it. And all the colors in there, yeah. It's like zany. It's loud.
So we kind of like got the same vibe. Like,
Yeah.
we're like they're fun to knit the entire time.
Yes, and you
right?
don't know
like
what's
you're
coming
like,
out.
yeah,
of
you
them.
don't know what's coming next.
Exactly.
All right, only. Are you ready? How rude are you? I'm
rude.
How much do the onlys need to prepare to defend themselves?
Enough. How much do they defend themselves on the daily? That's my question. Oh my god, I just saw what you have. What?
What do you have? Okay, 1,
2, 3. It's all of this. It's Noro. I think this is Eero.
How long have you had that in your stash?
So long. So long.
I just love Noro, but that color palette, again, it's Y2K.
It is. It's giving like Lizzie McGuire, who's not grown up yet but doing crack. Like this red is what really sold me.
Yeah.
I liked it.
You know I like that kind of red.
And I don't know what to do with it. I've always looked at it. It's like worsted. What am I supposed to do with that?
No, I know.
Is it Eero? It says silver thaw. Wool, Angora, and nylon.
Dang.
We're doing a lot.
Socks. Or I mean like slipper.
It's like a slipper yarn. And I have 2 skeins of this. Why?
I don't know, but I want to make something with it.
You absolutely I do the Christmas thing and I wrap it and it's like Christmas swap and it says, Mckenzie, take this.
Mckenzie, please take this.
No, literally.
I'll
and
make
it's
us
single
matching
ply.
booties.
Oh my god. You just knit us butts.
I know, I love it. Oh my god.
Knit boots.
So my single is this crazy, sparkly stuff that I bought for maybe doing on my cowboy tee. And now it's just a soft and glamorous thread.
What is it, poly?
It's poly. 100%.
It has more than one partner. More than one. It is. Wow. Ooh, the feel of that's very special.
Yeah, after being in only their whole life, they're now poly.
Ooh, it's a chainette too. It's like.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, I had to burn the ends of every single one because they wanted to unravel.
What are you gonna do with this?
I don't know.
Throw it in a volcano. Poof. Throw it out. What is it? Mount St. Helens?
Throw it, Frodo.
This is satisfying though, like tamping down these.
The butthole? Like opening up the butthole?
No, it's like squishing.
Look at what you're doing.
I know, but it's squishing it down. It says cocktail deluxe. Not really. Wow. So we were on track for a minute.
Yeah. And then we
it's
derailed.
Not a terrible palette.
We derailed.
It's
My
kind of
palette
what
was
we're
really
wearing.
good, so.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like that. I'm happy for you.
No, look at these together.
Mm-hmm.
Look how nice.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
So good. Look at these. They all go together, kind of. See, but the youngest. Now, the youngest, I will say, if you look at that picture I sent you today, the Disney World one.
I'm gonna
everyone's
put it
like,
up. I'm putting it up right here.
Everyone's normal looking, and I'm going, why am I giving jazz hands? Why am I like...
It was a pretty cute picture.
It was
Were you guys all at
silly.
Disney World?
No, I think what happened was my sister and brother-in-law went to Disney World, and Lissy was really young. Lissy was...
Yeah, she looks young in that picture.
Like 2, maybe.
Okay.
And she's so cute. Aw, little Lulu. But they had just gotten back and they got us t-shirts.
Cute.
And so we were really excited about it. And the house is pure 90s.
Yes.
The color palette,
Yeah.
the like mauve and the like sage teal weirdness
Yeah.
with the like, yeah.
Also, Lissy called you out and it made me laugh so hard. In the last episode, Tim said, my knitting ick is when people count while you're trying, like when people are interrupting you while you're trying to count your stitches. And Lissy was like, Timmy, you've definitely done that to me before.
And I forgot that I have. Because I would just be like 25, 26, 27. Oh, it's so cringy to remember that.
Oh my god, that was very funny.
It was.
That was one of the
very
highlights of my
humbled.
week, I'm not gonna lie.
Good job, Lissy. Lissy's my niece, by the way.
Yes.
So you know. Anyway.
Okay, so...
If we're talking about that, we should probably go to the questions?
Yes.
Q&A?
Let's go. Do you have them up or should I pull them up?
Let's go, girls. Bum, bum, ba-da-da.
Okay, great.
So Emily, Mckenzie put the list of non-knitting
I
questions.
was like, why did you yell Emily so?
Emily!
Emily!
List is lowest stakes, being the youngest, middle stakes, and high oldest stakes. Those are the questions, and then knitting questions that we've received from people online.
You guys seriously gave us such great questions. I'm very excited about
There are
this.
actually some that I really had to think about pretty deeply.
I haven't really thought about them.
All right, we're going
I am not very well
from your
prepared.
mom. What's your favorite dinner?
Yes, this is my mom's question, which I thought was cute because I felt like it meant that she wanted to cook it for us.
Yeah, that's my immediate thought. I was like,
What's your favorite dinner? It's really hard. There's so many good dinners.
there are really a
When
lot
I
of
think,
them.
what's your favorite dinner that you would go home and be like, Mom,
Can you make
this?
Yeah. So I have a story from my birthday when I turned 27. I asked my mom to make my 2 favorite dishes. And one of them is like basil chicken and biscuits. And the biscuits are like basil-y and yeah. And so she made those. And then also she makes a cheesy chicken pot pie. And with cheddar cheese. Mother Stella does it up. So she's like, oh, I'll make both of them and you can just eat whatever one. I ate so much of it that I woke up in the middle of the night and I ran down the hall and vomited. I was like, Mom, I don't think I can look at those again for a while. And she was like, Timothy, you ate too much of them. I was so excited to have them. But yes, those are probably my favorite ones.
Oh my
that she
god,
does.
that's pretty funny.
What are
You were
yours?
just like too excited. You know, the thing that's coming to mind right now, and I wouldn't, like, yesterday if I was sitting thinking about it, I don't know that it would have come up, but
Yeah.
like right off the top of the dome, I would say my mom at Christmas would make rajas con crema, which are poblano chilies,
Mm-hmm.
like sliced and sauteed and with onion, and then put with like Mexican crema, and then you eat it like in a tortilla.
I want that.
It's really, really good. I've made it and put it like on top of burgers before. And that just sounds really good to me. Also, we had dinner together while my sister was in town, and she made like enchilada casserole, which is basically like, instead of making each individual enchilada, she just layers it like a lasagna, and then you just like take a piece of it.
Oh, but it was with like salsa verde. Oh my god.
Like, it was thinking about it right now, it's making my mouth
delicious.
water.
I know.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, take a plate home. You know it didn't survive to my house. I ate it in my car. It was so good. I'm like, thank you, Mother Liz.
I saved it for the next morning and put an egg on top of it.
I know, because famously, as we were leaving the house,
so funny.
Mackenzie's outside and goes, I want to save mine and make it with eggs in the morning.
Well, it was funny because Amanda went inside and my mom gave her a plate and she was like, I'm going to eat it tomorrow with an egg on it. And then and I didn't hear this. I did not hear it at all. And then I go to get my plate to go and I'm like, I'm putting an egg on it in the morning. And I did kind of yell it. I was maybe a little stoned. And Amanda was like, I just said that. And they all thought I was mocking her, but I hadn't heard her say it at all. It was so
No,
goofy.
I thought it was just a youism.
It was
just
very,
like
very
going
funny.
in.
But it was freaking delicious the next morning. Okay.
Yeah, I believe
it.
So, I mean, if you're watching this, and you ever want to make that again,
call me. Your long lost son.
Long lost son. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, next. What's your favorite dinner? Oh, you got that one. Wow. What's your favorite food, yarn, pattern, and or drink?
Okay,
right,
what's
ready?
your favorite food?
Potatoes.
Oh, I love potatoes.
Right?
Potatoes and or eggs.
Yeah, eggs.
I really love an egg.
They're also versatile.
Yes, both of them
like,
you can do so many things with. Also, eggs and potatoes together.
Yeah.
Like a Spanish tortilla.
Put some cheese on it. I would say my second probably is cheese. Because potatoes with cheese.
Potatoes, eggs, and cheese.
That's what we're
Period.
having right now. That potato.
The one potato.
The one potato.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Favorite yarn?
I love Mondim. We know this about me.
Uh-huh.
Also, Spin Cycle.
I really love Spin Cycle. I really love Woolfolk. It's really warm. It's really soft and beautiful.
Like, if you had one yarn to take to a deserted island.
I mean, I wouldn't get bored with Spin Cycle. Because every skein is different. Right?
Yes.
You just unravel it, do it up again.
Yeah.
Favorite pattern? Do you have one?
I mean, we love the Musselburgh.
Yep. It's a good workhorse
It might
hat.
just be, or just, it might just be socks.
Just across the board
Just
socks.
a vanilla sock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
You?
hats. I really love hats, but I'm really partial to houndstooth, which is why. I mean, my friend Jules today was like, hey, can you do houndstooth with ribbing or brioche? And I was like, first of all, I don't think so. But cool thought. But I don't know if that's smart to do. But I just love houndstooth anywhere.
Okay.
It's really good. A cowl, I guess. And or drink.
Ooh, what's your favorite? What's your go-to
Water.
drink?
Water.
No, don't.
Water.
I'm not a duck, though.
Awa. Awa.
A wawa. Oh.
Like if you were at a bar.
If I'm at a bar and I'm
If you're
I'm
at a
vibing,
divey bar and you go up, like what is the drink that you order?
yeah, I mean, I really like a cider. I really like a sweet cider. But as I get older, they give me headaches. As I get older, everything gives me a headache. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. What about you?
I love a whiskey ginger.
I do love
I also
whiskey.
love a whiskey sour. A whiskey sour might be it.
See, whiskey sour is great, but then you got the agita. You got the reflux. You're like, oh, I can't
I mean,
breathe.
lately, as boring as it is, I love a White Claw.
Like me too. I love a White Claw. It's like
It's just
plain,
easy.
You get a surprise
it's not
flavor.
A lot of there's no sugar or like very little sugar. I like a
agree.
White Claw. It's embarrassing.
Let's go get a White Claw after. Slushies, yes or no?
Yes.
Resounding yes.
Yes.
Resounding yes.
I mean, famously, our favorite slushie, alcoholic slushie.
Yeah.
Is at Tulip
Iris
Shop
Pub.
Tavern. Iris. Did you do that on purpose or accident?
Whenever I think about it, I think of Iris, and I don't know
That's
why.
so funny.
Her name's Black Balloon. No.
They have a really cute tote bag. I don't need a tote bag. I want their tote bag.
What's it look like?
It's so cute.
Picture here. Boom.
I know.
How much?
And then it has like a zipper inside.
Okay. Let's go get it.
It says, okay, this is also why I love them. Heavyweight, there's some cool features like a zipper pocket and a little straps inside so your 40 won't fall over on the walk down to the beach.
That's a cute bag.
I know, it's like really good. The artwork is really good.
Do they sell it in the
at
store?
At the store.
So let's go.
And then look at that chopped cheese.
I want a chopped cheese.
I know.
Do they have that now? Wait, today's Tuesday? Wednesday is slushy night. No.
No, slushy night is every night.
Wednesday night
is
is
corn dog. Cock? Oh my god, I laughed so hard I feel like I'm black.
So we agree, slushies, yes. And no
that
corn
was like
dogs.
the longest.
If
That was the longest tangent ever.
we're at a bar or somewhere that has snacks, what's your favorite bar?
Pretzels and cheese.
Pretzels and cheese is a solid, like soft pretzels.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Soft pretzel,
Soft pretzel,
beer cheese, or
queso.
jalapeno queso.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna also say mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, you love a mozzarella. I like a mozzarella stick too.
Here's the thing, they only serve 6 usually.
I know, and you're like, I want like 14.
I want 45 of them piled up on so I can share. I'm sharing.
You're like, but if there's only 6, I want all
No,
6
exactly.
of them.
But I want to share with people. Shut up, us. Jeez. Favorite snacks for long car journeys?
Ooh.
Doritos.
Cheez-Its are a great road trip snack because they hit the cheesy umami vibes.
You know
they
what else
don't
I
get
really
your fingers.
love? Those cheese crackers with peanut butter. The little square ones.
Oh.
I know. They're so good though.
If we go.
If we
so
choking on your own
excited.
spit. Choking on your own spit. Wow, what you gonna do with it?
Gag on it. Sucky suck.
Your favorite Chapel Roan song?
It's a Kim Petras song. Favorite Chapel Roan song? Oh.
Hot to Go is kind of an anthem.
Oh yeah, Hot to Go is so much fun.
There's also a dance that goes with it, a la the Village People.
I frequently tell Kay, sometimes I'm sad that we're in such a great relationship because I really want to just belt out a breakup song.
You can. You're allowed. I encourage it. I absolutely encourage
really
that.
like My Karma is Kink. Kink is My Karma.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
song
yeah.
is so good.
That is a good song.
But I love Red Wine Supernova. That's the song that made me fall in love with Chapel. It's a bop, and it makes me excited to be queer.
Pink Pony Club is really, I mean...
It's a gut-wrenching song.
It's a gut-wrenching song, but it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I saw her in a video with Sasha Colby.
Yes!
Sasha Colby was 18 feet tall.
I know!
Next to her, and I was like, wow!
I know.
Wild. We are at middle stakes, so
We're
the
at
stakes keep going up.
Okay, we're in the middle section.
Who got better grades in high school? We're playing that like marriage game where they flip them at the same time. It's like
Tim did. I don't know. What were you like as a student?
I was good. I was good, but not like insanely great. I was on the high honors, I guess they call it. I had like a 92, 94 average, something like that.
So then you got better grades than I did, for sure.
I mean...
The thing, and this has been the case for me my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
If I like something, I put a lot of effort into it.
Yes.
If the teacher is inspiring me, I like invest in it. But like, if I had a bad teacher, if it was a subject I didn't like,
Yep.
I literally was like, D's get degrees.
D's do get degrees.
C's get degrees.
Yep, that's true. And you
Period.
Once you leave, like it felt like high school was such a high stakes moment. It was like, I need to get into the right college. For what?
Yeah.
I ask 2024 everyone.
Yeah.
I ask my students that at UP. I'm like, well, I don't ask them why did you get good grades and what are your degrees. But like, the state of the world right now is a little bizarre. And we're told that if you have a college degree, you were guaranteed a job, but you aren't.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm off my soapbox.
No, but I think like, I think it was really empowering for me to recognize what was actually helping me
Yeah.
and what was wasting my time. Because there are like things that I genuinely feel like I didn't need to do, especially my grad program.
Mm.
And so, you know, I didn't quite have that clarity and empowerment in high school.
Sure.
Even though I was following that trend.
Right.
Because like I'm not a woman in STEM, okay?
Right.
I'm not
Right.
a STEM girl.
You were not trying to be in chemistry class.
No. That being said, I really liked my AP Physics teacher, and I took AP Physics, and I've never studied like that for a class, period. And I did good in that class. And at the same time, I was like, I don't want to take the AP test for AP Physics. And
Yeah.
so I took the class, but I was just like, I don't want to take the test. Like, I just don't want to, and so I did it, and
Great.
I don't think there was any problem with that.
There's no repercussions because you're just like,
Yeah.
well, I took the class.
Right.
What does the exam get you? It gets you like a write-off in your
Yeah.
college program?
I mean, I did get, like,
like
in
not?
my particular college, I ended up getting a lot of credits for, like,
Mhm.
AP classes, and so
Mhm.
I graduated a year early
Sure.
because of that. But, yeah.
You had
anyway.
a lot of AP classes offered, yeah?
Yes, at my
Okay.
school, for sure.
Cool.
I took AP Music Theory, AP Gov, and AP Physics in my, like,
You had
senior
a
year.
music theory class?
Oh my god, our teacher, he is the
I would have
grumpiest.
loved.
Okay, I don't know if you know about the AP Music Theory test. It's kind of BS. Well, it's not BS. It's not BS. It's not BS. But you have to do sight singing
Yeah.
as part of it.
Yes.
And they record you on a cassette.
Yes.
They, like, write your name, and then, like, when it's graded, people go, like, listen to you sight singing and whether or not you did a good job. But your teacher can't be present because it's biased. So our gym teacher, like, took us each into a room and, like, recorded it. And then, like, we would, like, do it. And then they were like, I literally have no basis for whether or not you did a good
Nice
job.
work.
Like, and you can't. And so I remember, like, I did it. And I, like, finished and looked at them. And they, like, turned it off. And we were both like, and I just, like,
And they went,
laughed.
Wow. Gym class is over. Go change your clothes.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Okay, so we're at high stakes. If you had to be another sibling order, what would you be? It's hard because I can sympathize with all of them, and I really do like being a young kid.
Yeah.
But I think being an only might be really difficult for me because I really like people,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's my siblings. I like my siblings.
Wow.
I love my siblings. But I think maybe oldest.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because I don't really have a preference for any other one, but I think I would have really liked to have an older
Yeah.
sibling. I think I was always looking for
Sure.
an older, like, I in particular remember a bunch of my friends whose older siblings introduced them to music.
Yep.
And so, you know, they were like, oh, my brother taught me about, like, Tool, or, like...
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have... Like, I have to go seek that myself.
Yeah.
And to some extent, I had friends, older siblings, who would do the same thing.
Sure.
But it's just not
It's
quite
not
the
quite
same.
the same.
And in addition, my sister was like, "Don't tell me anything. I don't want."
I'll
She was
discover it
like,
myself.
I am not interested in anything you have to offer me. So I was like, I can't even really be the mentor
Yeah.
that I want to be, and I don't have one myself.
Yeah.
So I think I just always wanted that, and I just never really had it. So
Yeah.
that's what I would like.
Would you rather be an only or have 10 siblings? Or be one of 10?
I cannot imagine being an only.
I can't either. I would rather have 10 siblings.
I think
because,
I would too.
Like, what fun. I had friends growing up who had, like, so many siblings. And we always had fun. There was always one person to, like, hang out with, have a good conversation with, go on a walk in the woods with, go camping with, like, all of
Yeah, I
the
love
hubbub.
big family. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Like, even though it was just us four, we were always around family.
Yeah.
Like, extended family. So, yeah, I would definitely prefer more than
Then less.
being by
Yeah.
myself. Even though sometimes I do need my introvert time.
Yes.
And that would have been very hard.
And that's the
with
thing
that many
about, like,
siblings.
us, we're a little more open to, like, hanging out and, like,
Mm-hmm.
and the introverted children or siblings are like, oh, I'm gonna go and be in a corner and read a book, which I did that too. I
Yeah,
loved
I did
reading
that.
my
Yeah.
Babysitter's Club books and my Hardy Boys.
Well, I loved reading Gossip Girl, so.
Whoa! Gossip Girl's a book?
Yes, that's how they started. I read like 18 of those books.
How many are there?
There's so many.
Wow.
Um,
Dang. The Gossip Girl musical's coming out. Just kidding. I don't know if that's true. That's silly though. I think, yes. Okay,
I think it would surprise some people who think in a very binary way about introvert and extrovert.
Sure.
I think a lot of people, because I can have both my cup filled and depleted by being around people and being by myself. And
Yeah.
I'm like such a Libra in this regard that I really have to like, I'm always striving for like the balance of like, yeah, I want to go out. And like lately I've been feeling very into hanging out with people and like very into like going to a bar, very into like meeting up with people
social,
and knitting.
yeah.
Yes, totally. That like when it hits me that I need alone time, it's like a little surprising.
Yeah. Do you think that's connected to the seasons?
I am sure. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me.
Because it's sunny out. We're like,
Right.
let's go find a patio.
I mean, I think everyone is kind of feeling that a
Yeah.
little bit.
True.
But yeah, I think I'm just. I think I've like in part found my community for the first time, really.
Yeah.
And like people who vibe similarly to me, and I'm like comfortable being at bars.
Yeah.
For a long time, I like didn't really know how to be at a bar, because I like just wanted to avoid alcohol for a long time, and now I'm like, oh, I can have a little bit and it's fine.
Sure. I think the I've always thought this is that like calling or letting one person be one thing. I'm just an introvert. It's like, yeah, I don't know about that. I think there's a spectrum of like, how much do you want to be around people? And I think as I get older, I appreciate my alone time, and I appreciate having a moment to like sit, decompress, read a book, listen to an album or something by myself, which is not how it used to be. Yeah. All right, we're going to knitting questions. I'm going to switch the name of this one.
Okay.
Mary Snog or Cream Pie.
Oh.
We just watched an episode of Love Island in all of its trash glory. And it was Mary Snog or Cream Pie.
Instead of Mary F.
Or Kill. Right.
Unalive.
Tonal, variegated, and self-striping.
Okay, what are you thinking?
So I had mine all pat down the other night because I saw this when someone, I don't remember who it was, but when they asked this, and I was like, I think I have mine. I think I'm gonna kill variegated.
I thought the same thing.
I think I'm killing variegated
or cream pieing
variegated,
which is also not a good pieing.
Pieing.
Just pieing.
Just pieing.
Can it not be a cream pie?
They cannot be a cream pie.
Okay,
I
great.
also think there is a place for a self-striping.
I want to snog self-striping.
You can snog self-striping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snog tonal and marry self-striping.
Wow.
Self-striping is like, I need to be reeled in a little bit. I need to okay, I can self-schedule.
Okay.
But like, sometimes my brain is just like.
I want to snog self-striping because it feels like it would be really fun.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would be.
And then like tonal is like reliable. I trust you. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good question.
That was a really
liked
good
that
question. Would you prefer to... Oh, this is a hard one. Would you rather frog your entire hand-knit wardrobe or have a moth infestation of your stash? Or maybe I added your stash. It's a moth infestation. Here's the thing. Bugs are gross. I'm gonna say that. I'll unwind all of that. I think I'd rather unwind every hand knit thing. It's like, okay, well, it's never that detrimental. Other than it's gonna take a long time.
I'm like thinking, it just sounds like such a pain in the ass to deal with moths, but it would also be a really big pain in the ass to go through the process of unraveling things.
What if you just burn it instead of unravel it? Well, that solves everything.
Boy. Neither.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather deal with moths. Because, like, I guess does it mean you have to go through the process of undoing each project yourself? I don't really want to do that.
I know, I don't either. But I would before moths, I think. Moths creep me out.
Oh, yeah, you don't like moths. I forgot about that.
No, I don't like moths or butterflies.
There was a moth in our house. It was a pretty big one, and I just, like, went over and, like, picked it up by the wing and took it outside.
And it was dusty and disappeared? Because that's what moths are.
They're big. It was a big one.
I can't think about that. The, like, flutter of it all. Oh, God.
Okay, that makes sense that you would rather unravel. I forgot how much you hate moths. Okay.
What's your favorite project that the other one is knitted?
I thought that was a cute question.
That is a cute question. My favorite was like the socks that Mckenzie made me. So no. I actually can't tell you what my favorite one is right now because it's not out yet. But I think what you're working on is one of my favorite things I've seen you do. It's really cool.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise, isn't it?
Surprise.
Surprise.
Well, that's fun.
Molly.
I don't know why I can't think of...
I've never made anything. This is my first project.
I think that... Okay, wait. I'm going to be sappy for a second.
Okay.
I think my favorite thing that you've done is, like, the fact that we are both inspired by each other and encouraging of our projects.
Yes.
And, like, I just kind of love that part of our friendship.
Yes, me too. I agree.
That we just are, like, vibing off of, like, oh, this.
Isn't this
like,
gorgeous? Yes, this color is amazing.
Yeah.
This color combo. Even with these, I was like, this is
Yeah.
inspiring. Throw it in a blanket.
Yeah.
De-stash.
And that we're, like,
virtuous.
working on this, you know, at
Yeah.
the same time. It's cute.
It is.
We're cute.
I really like it. I tried it on today.
Did you?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
as
just
best
put it
you
over
can.
my shoulders. It's a capelet.
Yeah.
But, ew, cape. Sorry, I can't talk about capelet.
Okay, anyway. Is a poncho and a capelet the same thing?
That's another episode.
Okay.
I cannot talk about that. Ooh. What's your
That's
favorite?
too controversial.
Oh, if you could knit for any celebrity, who would it be?
Chapel or Orville.
Okay, yeah.
I would knit for Orville.
I would
Orville
knit for
Peck.
Orville. Yeah.
That would be freaking so fun.
I would knit for Trixie in a heartbeat.
Trixie, I know. I was like, which drag queen? Any drag queen, honestly.
My top two have always been
Trixie.
tied to an experience. I want to knit with Meryl Streep because I know she knits. And I would knit with her in a garden after having made her lunch. Like, and just shooting the breeze.
I would knit for Ina.
I would knit for Ina so hard. Yeah. What did she get? What would you make her? She's fairly... Oh. A hand reaches around the corner and unwinds a window.
I would knit her like the most Cape Cod ass sweater.
Yeah.
The most Cape
That she would
Cod
just like
sweater.
wrap around.
Yes,
her
and tie that weird sleeve thing.
That's what we
She
do
would
for
wear
it.
that.
She would mess that all the way up. She's
She's a yacht girl for sure.
She's a yacht girl. Wait, in fact. Hi, Ina. My name is Tim. You don't know me, but I watch your show all the time. I have cooked through all of your cookbooks. That's a lie. And I would love to knit you something. That's not a lie. Aw.
Trixie would be so... Trixie and Orville.
But it was Meryl Streep, Viola Davis,
Oh.
Mother Viola. I would prefer to
Okay.
have Viola and Meryl in the same vicinity.
I feel like I would be intimidated by that presence.
It would be intimidating, but also, like, I think that she's so personable. I have a feeling that she would be very personable. I also have a feeling that Mother Michelle Obama, would be so personable to sit
Oh
and
my
knit with.
god, what a fun... Oh my god, Michelle Obama, come on the podcast. Come on the pod.
Hey, Michelle, do you want to come and, like...
Secret Service swarms.
Exactly, we're outside the Hollywood building.
They're like, you can't have knitting needles with you. We're like,
Nope.
but the whole point
I'm like,
is...
these are 13s. He's like, yeah, all the better to stab you with, my darling. Yeah, Trixie would be fun to knit for, though. I also just think that this is so cheeky and stupid. The celebrities of my life. I love knitting for the celebrities of my life. My music.
Oh.
Oh.
I see.
Yesterday was Alex Trebek's birthday.
Isn't he dead?
Yeah. it was his birthday. Okay, this is from Lissy.
Lizzie.
You're working on a pattern and you get to a part you don't agree with, or you know a better way to do it. Spoken like an oldest. Sorry, Lulu. Under the bus. And you say, screw it, I'm doing it my own way. Is that only middle, youngest, or only middle, oldest, or youngest behavior?
Well, I will tell you that you posted that, and I had multiple responses that said oldest.
Because it is. It is absolutely oldest. And I have so much love for that, because I that's not what I would do. I would just be like, okay, well, I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. Or, yeah, just suck it up and...
Yeah, I think it's oldest, but sometimes I regret that that's how I approach patterns. Because sometimes I'm like, just follow the pattern, just enjoy it. Why do you gotta... And then I'm like...
The knitting hubris of it all.
Yeah.
It's knitting hubris is actually so real.
Yeah, we
all
talk about that a lot.
experience it.
Where it's like, they don't know what they're talking about, and then you like proceed, and then you're like, maybe they didn't know what they were talking about.
Even if it's just down to like, oh, I have to knit another inch. That's not an inch yet, and you just keep going. And you think you know better, or you think you know the repeat
like,
of the pattern.
Just get the tape measure.
Just look again
Just
at your
grab
pattern.
it.
Those things.
Ugh.
What do you do when you lose your knitting mojo? And I think this one is interesting because we just talked about this.
Yeah, I finished 2 projects kind of in very quick succession because I had like a testing deadline, and then I didn't want to start it before finishing my other project. And I've been working on this guy, and it's like quite a long deadline, and then I know when I finish the color work I'm just gonna be knitting stockinette forever.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of feeling the like loss of mojo at the moment. I'm also prepping for flock. Like there's a lot of sort of like factors, I guess.
Yeah.
And nothing that I've seen is like, I want to cast this on right now.
Yeah.
Like I want to wear that, you know? And that happens, and I'm trying to just like, I think that two things. One, I try to just like sit with that. And I try to just like be like, okay, something will come to me. Yeah, totally. Like, it's okay. Like, we can have that moment. Let's like cast on a pair of socks for the meantime. Like, you know. And then second, I think I've noticed that where I find inspiration is community, and I feel really lucky to have in-person knitting community. During 2020, I started a Discord server, and I am finding that since I've started having community in person, I just like haven't been maintaining it very much.
Sure.
And I'm like, and that's okay. Like, this is like a transition that's happening, and some people just don't live in a place where there is knitting community, or they don't know how to find it. It's not like concentrated.
Right.
And like, I happen to move somewhere that has very strong knitting community, and I'm very grateful that I've tapped into that.
Yeah.
I've been welcomed into it, and, you know, have gone out of my way to like express that I want to be part of it.
Yeah.
So that is a very inspiring, like, and I think I'm inspired right now a little bit more by spinning than by knitting.
Sure.
So that's like another piece
So
of
you
it.
switched to spinning, or you knit socks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like, I just have like a standard project that I can work on, so I'm really never not knitting.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not like, oh, I want to finish this to wear it.
Right.
So, what do you do?
I think I turn to, either spinning or a different craft. I'll crochet, or I'll like weave something, or I don't know, just try something new. I'll go into my stash a lot of times when I'm not motivated, and I'll just kind of look for something that's fun, and sometimes I'll do that and then I just won't make the project, but it's fun to like plan. I a lot of times do go to Spin Cycle and I'm like, this color is so good, what do I want to do with it? And then I may or may not do it. That's why I have like blank skeins over here that I've paired with something, but probably won't do. Or I'll like design something that's like fun and quick, and maybe not write it down, and maybe write it down. I don't know. But yeah, the art project that I'm working on, the installed piece, sculpture installation, is really exciting and really fun. So playing with that and experimenting with texture and like bringing in other elements to it.
Yeah, like
plastic and,
like doing it for something other than a garment.
Yeah.
Is pretty cool.
I love that. And also I find I get really inspired at Starlight when I'm just like walking around, or at Woolfolk and I'm walking around and I see someone will buy something and I'm like, oh, I've never seen these two colors together or these two yarns together. I know just the pattern I want for this.
Yeah.
It's such it's a strange luxury that we get to kind of surround ourselves with. And it is the people there too. Like, I'm a nosy knitter. Period. The end. I'm a nosy knitter.
What are you doing? What
I'm
are
like,
you
what are you
shopping
making?
for?
What's that yarn? Stop someone in the street. Did someone make this for you? Did you make that? I've done that too many times in like Trader Joe's.
I know, I've done that too.
Because Trader Joe's.
I'm like, I recognize that pattern.
Yeah. I like your muscle, brr. Brr. I like your muscle, brr. I like your muscle, brr. I'm not saying burra, and I'm not saying brr. I'm not saying berg.
Oh,
I'm saying muscle, brr.
muscle.
Muscle, brr.
Brr.
Oh my god, we're so annoying.
No. Why?
Did I style it?
No.
No. You went, oh no, why? I was like, yeah, wait. There's one final question.
Okay.
What have you wanted to make for years but haven't yet? I really have to think about this. And I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
I think maybe it's more goals of like, I want to knit for film. I would love that. I'm about to knit for theater again, and that's fun. But I guess maybe like a Jameson insanely like color, like K facette kind of, not that intense or 90s, but like like a traditional kind of colorwork Fair Isle sweater that I might wear because it's not that heavy.
That is absolutely what I thought. There are some Marie Wallen patterns. I'm going to insert the picture of the sweater that I've been dreaming about for like 10 years.
Yes.
But the problem is that it's not size inclusive, like even remotely.
Yeah.
I think like the biggest bust size is like a 46.
I'm not making a 46. I need like a 50 at the very least.
And so I love this sweater. It's knit it's a Rowan pattern. It's knit in Rowan felted tweed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to knit it so desperately. I can see it. I like have it on in my dreams. But if not that one, then just a Marie Wallen Fair Isle all over colorwork sweater.
Yeah.
At some point I will do that.
Yeah,
I just haven't yet.
It'll happen. That's why it's in the back of my head all the time. Like, this will happen. And there's another one that I've had, and I know that I'll make it. The Timberline sweater. It's like the annoying cardigan. It's like a shawl. I know I'll make it. It's just, I also know
not
myself.
time.
And I'll be like, I finished the back and I don't want to do it anymore. I know myself that much.
Maybe that should be our like, we should do like a bucket list knit along or something.
Yeah.
Something
I think
like
that'd be
that
fun
at some point.
for the
That
start
would
of
be
the
really
year.
fun. Oh, that would be
Give someone a whole year to finish it.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah,
that would
I like
be
that.
fun.
Strike that. Can you just cut that?
And
Because
then
we'll
we
talk
can
about
do-
it.
And then we can do a live like cast on party.
Yes, and I want to know what everyone, because my nosy knitter tendencies will be in full swing.
Oh my god.
I think that's
That
fun.
would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be a
I like
fun knit along
Bucket
moment.
list.
Bucket list knit.
Because we talk to a lot of customers, and they all say things like, if they're a newer knitter, or even if they're not, they're like, I've always wanted to do socks. Great. No time like the present. Let's do it.
It doesn't have to be so high stakes.
No.
Like, it can literally just be like, I've never done that before and I want to do that.
Yes.
And you can.
You
and like,
absolutely
let's
can
have a
and
little
should.
community of people who are like, woo, cheering you on.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with that idea.
I like that.
That's great.
And then we end and reveal our finished objects
It's the
in
reveal.
in Shetland, in Ireland.
Oh yeah, let me just like hop on a plane to Ireland
We
real
could do
quick.
a group trip.
Oh, they turned the lights off.
Look, we've talked about stretch goals, and one of my stretch goals is to do like a travel.
I'd love to do Isle of Skye. Yeah, I'd love to also do. I want to. Well, that's other besides the point.
What?
Mexico. I want to eat my way through Mexico. I want
Ooh.
to eat my way through Mexico,
Yeah.
and I want to meet the
yes.
abuelitas who are like weaving and spinning and like.
Oaxaca.
And sit there and cry and be emotional because I love people.
Emocionada.
Emocionada. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, we'll see. It's down the road.
I mean, yeah,
It'll happen.
it could happen.
So those are our questions that we got, and I think those are great questions.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who like sent one in. I know I asked a lot, so I appreciate it.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, the sheep camp is still going until September Labor Day. Why are you licking your lips like that? I don't like it. Yeah.
Yes, sheep camp. We still have merchandise.
Oh yeah, we have shirts and stuff.
We got shirts and things.
But yeah, the sheep camp is still going. We will have our next in-person sesh towards the end of August, and then it wraps up on Labor Day. And there's a bunch of prizes. If you have finished your sheep camp, please fill out the Google form that is linked down below. That is how you enter into the raffle for prizes, including a $100 gift card to Starlight,
Woohoo!
including yarn from Woolfolk, yarn
Woohoo!
from M to the Third Yarn Co.
Woohoo!
So there's lots going on.
There's a lot of great prizes.
They're good prizes, you guys. Don't sleep on signing up.
So
for that.
can I enter? Can I enter to get your yarn?
I don't think so.
I want some M to the third. No.
You can just come over and get some.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, you'll see us at Flock. We're not there as Sibling Energy.
No.
I will be there with my business.
And I'll be there with the company that I work for called Woolfolk, and we're booth 19.
And so come, if you see either of us, say hello, say you watch Sibling Energy, and while supplies last, we will have stickers.
Yoo-hoo!
And I think that's...
Yeah, Flock's gonna be good this year.
I'm excited.
If you're around, If you're within the radius,
This actually might be
You're
the
across the
last
world.
video before Flock.
I think so. Is the weekend. Oh,
Okay,
wait.
anyway.
We have another. It is the last one before Flock.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Yay. Come out
Yeah,
to
we'll
Flock if you
probably
can.
release one on during Flock.
yeah.
So. Okay.
Well, that is the end of our energy.
This
It doesn't.
this is a Mexican goodbye. We just don't leave.
Oh, well,
Have you heard this
I've never
before?
heard of that.
Where
I've heard of the Irish
this was,
goodbye.
Well, I guess it's kind of the same vibe where you're like, bye, bye. This is the point where my dad would just sit on the couch and be like, we're not leaving for another hour. We're like, oh my god, yeah, okay,
Sure.
yeah, bye,
Yeah,
okay,
you
kisses, and then you're like, okay, bye, like,
Bye.
and then my yaya chases, follows the car down the driveway to be like, okay, well, I'll see you next week. Okay, bye. And we're like, oh my god, okay, bye. Bye.
Bye. But for real this time. Bye.